Hey, I just found the ultimate bike for the ultimate biker. Coming right up. Well, hey, we're here at the 2015 Apex show in the Top Oil booth, and look at this thing. This is Ken Puccio, and he's one of the builders of this bike. Tell us about this. Why did you build this thing?
We were a group of former motorcycle racers, somewhat retired, and we were retired, so we didn't have to work, and we didn't need the money. And so we went to Bonneville races, and we saw the cars racing, and we helped a couple of friends of ours. And I said, well, we can do this. And so being we were all motorcycle racers, well, let's build the world's fastest motorcycle, because Harley-Davidson had the record for 16 years, and nobody could beat it. And a lot of that was due to bad weather. And so after talking to lots of people and finding everything that was wrong, the mistakes, because there's a lot of mistakes to be made in this, and we eliminated them. And then our owner, Mike Akatif, has an engineering background and an analytical kind of person, and he was our major help, and with him, so there's always, oh, there's a way to do this, and if there isn't, he'll find a way to do this. Sometimes it's not always right, but that's the way you learn, and so between me and our machinist Frank Milburn and Mike Akatif, we're the basic builders of this, and so the three of us work together and make some arguments and some mistakes, and then go on to the next level. Every time we run, well, that isn't going to work, so we got to go fix it. But then we had really good people to feed off of that previously did this, and then we call them up and they tell us, well, don't do this, don't do that. Well, okay. So we managed to, our very first year out, to break the world record, but not officially. We broke it for the AMA rules, which is not world. That's not FIM, it's AMA, and they have different rules. But we broke that record, but officially it wasn't the world record that Harley-Davidson owned. We had to wait another year before we could break that.
Let me just interrupt you. You hear what he said, right? After all that hard work and research, they broke the record the first time out. Hey, then what happened?
And then a day later, we got beat. We broke a record that stood for 16 years, and a day later we get beat by our competition. And we tried all the way to the end. I mean, we tried to patch us together, and we did as good as we could, but we only got second place. But we do go down the record books of breaking Harley's record, which kind of frosted our competition because he wanted to break it. So then it went on. We had a battle with Bub number 7 Streamliner, and he was sponsored by Parts Unlimited, big time. And then they got Chris Carr for the driver, and the original driver was Rocky Robinson, our driver. And then Bub and him parted ways, and Bub says, well, at the time we needed a new driver. And Bub says, well, take our driver. He's a good guy. Rocky gets right in it. Boom. he beats him. So Rocky, he drove Bub Streamliner for 9 years. He got in ours, and within a year, he had the world record. So it's been back and forth. Bub beat us again one more time, and then we beat him back again. So now we hold the record.
So now, right? So now you hold the record.
Oh, we've had it quite a while.
Quite a while with this bike.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we talk about is, of course, engineering is so important, and keeping things running right. But you're probably wondering, at those kind of speeds, at punishing the engine like that. And Top One Oil is the folks that are sponsoring this bike. And I just want to introduce you to somebody. Come on here, Joe. Joe, this is Joe Ryan. He is the president of Top One.
Well, thank you so much, Jim, for your kind invitation to talk about Top One. We are very, very fortunate to be partnering with Mike Akatif and Team Akatech. Everybody uses their oil in laboratory-type conditions. They test them. But what we like to do is we do that, but we like to take it on the open field. And there's nowhere else on the planet like Bonneville to really go out and go flat out. And that's what we've done. And we've spent an awful lot of time engineering our products in the field rather than in the laboratory, and having people like Ken, having people like Rocky, and having people like Mike as partners. Very demanding, but it's very, very, very fulfilling to attain the record, which has been extremely difficult to get as well as to retain.
Thanks, Joe. Well, stay right here. So one of the things, though, that everybody's probably asking and themselves, because I didn't say, just how fast does this thing go?
Well, if we want to brag, it'll go 400 miles an hour, but it's not official.
It doesn't matter.
It goes 376 with a two-way average.
All right, 376 with a two-way average on a motorcycle.
Well, the one thing I would encourage the Americans to understand is the global world is on a metric system. So we are very proud of the fact that we've exceeded 600 kilometers per hour. and our goal really is to attain that 400 mile an hour speed. And we do have some challenges in Bonneville. Part of it is with the change in the environment, and we're losing a lot of our salt. So let's just hope that we have good salt next year so we can go and attain the ultimate challenge of 400 miles per hour. Then when we attain that, we're going to retire and allow someone else to take our record for us.
I guess that sounds pretty good, right? So for you viewers out there that don't really know a whole lot about this topic, which is why I thought it'd be a good idea to present it to you. So now you'll know a little bit more about what it takes. A good lubricant,
Yes.
a lot of research, and guys like Kenny here to break world records. So keep rooting for them, and we'll see what happens. And then maybe they can all retire.